Hi, hello, welcome. It's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Today we are focusing on one of the new suites in the August to December catalogue from Stampin Up. This is the Heartwarming suite, and it's massive. It's a mega suite because it includes 2 stamp sets, one of which is a bundle, plus a whole heap of other beautiful things. So this is the beautiful carriers that you can make from the suite, and then they've got these gorgeous little coffee cups, teacups that sit perfectly in there. So I've made one. I'm going to make it another one just so that you can see how I put these together. You could fill them with anything. Obviously tea or coffee would be a good thing, but you know, marshmallows, hot chocolate, loads of good things. You could fill them with nuts or sweets or chocolate or anything like that for Christmas. A beautiful little gift to give to, especially to a couple, I think, you know, a his and hers cup set filled with things that she loves, filled with things that he loves. I think that would be a really nice present to give, or to a neighbour or something like that. It's just a really nice treat. Plus you get to play a lot when you're making this, because there's so many different gorgeous things that you can make with this. So we're going to try and fit all of that into a quick video. I won't get all of it done. I'm not going to try. I'm going to concentrate on the cup, and this comes with a belly band that you make. I'm not going to cover the cup this time. I'm just going to make it with the belly band for now, just to show you the different bits and pieces. Now this one uses the Warm Hugs stamp set, which is a cute little set. It's got some of these beautiful circular pieces for you. This one's on me. Merry Christmas. Warm hugs to you all season long. I love that. A nice Happy Christmas, which is great for us in the UK. We love Happy Christmas. Eat, drink, and be cozy. I like you a latte. You're the marshmallows to my cocoa. That's so cute. And then you've got all these lovely little, tiny little elements that you can use and pop inside the centre of this beautiful double circle cut out. So there's a mug on this side and there's a little tree on this side. So they're really cute, gorgeous stamp set, and it comes with the dies that makes the belly band and cuts out all these pieces. So I'm just going to pop that back up on there. So this is the die set that it comes with, the Warm Wraps dies. And as you can see, it's got lots of different sort of strange looking dies really, but they're all to go with the wraps that go around the coffee cups. However, you can use these for other things, which I'll be showing you in another video. These are the ones that cut out that lovely circular piece, and then here's your heart, your tree, your coffee, your little mug, your bow, and your star. And then this is a nice sort of, what's that, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 octagonal shape, which cuts out this beautifully. So that's that. However, there's also another stamp set in the suite, and again this one, you can see some of these dies will match perfectly. You know, these ones, you can cut these out. I wouldn't use this one to cut them out because that's got a hole in the middle, so it'll literally chop everything out from the centre of there. So don't use that one, but use the other one. But you can also use these ones. So this fits in here, which is quite cute. I like that. And then it's got some other bigger sentiments. Christmas blessings to you and yours. Friends and family are the truest gifts of Christmas. Let the joy of the season fill your heart. I love that. A little something for you, and surround yourself in the love of the season. That's also really nice. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Peace on earth, Noel. A little fancy twiddly bit there. Just really nice sentiments on that. So it's a double whammy because some of these dies fit some of these images, but they all fit this one as well. So you know, it's a really good suite. And if you get the whole suite, then the bundle, you still get the 10% off the bundle, so you're not losing anything, and you can buy it all in one click, which is great. However, it also comes with this gorgeous Mossy Meadow striped satin ribbon. How gorgeous is that? We had one in Cherry Cobbler the other year. It was lovely. It also comes with this linen, what do they call this, braided linen trim, they call it, which is like, we've got one in crumb cake at the moment, but you can pull it apart so you can make it almost like a mesh. So see on here it looks sort of mesh-like. So it sort of softens it. It's nice. But it's a beautiful ribbon. I use this trim a lot. I use the other one a lot too. So it comes with those. Also, that I haven't used on the mugs, but I might use this time, is these beautiful little silver, gorgeous little silver stars, which obviously coordinate with the star that's in here. So you could have a little dangly star, put a little dangly star on your little tag or whatever, on your carrier. You know, you could do lots of things with the stars. I think they're pretty. And just add a little bit of glitz, really. We'll always need a bit of glitz. I've also incorporated the real red rhinestones, because obviously they work perfectly, which we have already. Then you get the coffee holders, the coffee cups with the lids. Okay, you get 8 of those, get 8 of these. So you would need 2 packs of the coffee cups to fill them completely. And then these are the papers that coordinate. Okay, so I'm going to show you, oops, where are we? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So lots of nice jazzy patterns. Turn them over. More kind of stripy and checkered, you know, gingham kind of patterns on that side. So quite nice. Oops, and not necessarily Christmas, but Christmassy if you want them to be, if you know what I mean. Heartwarming hugs. So this tells you what colours coordinate with it. So here are all the patterns in a much easier format to see. I always forget to pull this out. So here are all the patterns, and then it Whisper White, Real Red, Mossy Meadow, Pear Pizzazz. So those are the colours that it coordinates with, which are nice. I think they're just lovely colours, really bright and cheery. So there we go. So that's the patterns. We'll be using some of those today. As I say, I'm not going to decorate this. I'm going to do that in another day, but I will put the measurements up. But I do love the fact that you can layer it, you can wrap it, you can chop them up and just cover the sides separately, or you can do this whole wrapping with all the beautiful papers. And the Happy Christmas just fits in there lovely like that. So you can do that, and obviously you can also use a tag punch to put a little tag on there. So that's how you can decorate the holder, but we're actually going to decorate the cup. So I need to choose what papers I want to use with this. We've got those ones, got those ones. I'm going to swap the colours over. I think it's nice to always show the opposite. So this is going to be green behind and then red at the front, with the green ribbon on it. So green, green, and then maybe, yeah, I might do the same as that, I don't know. So let's have a look. Let's see what papers could we use. I quite like the lightness of that. And the checkered of that. I quite like those. I like checkers. Checkers are always good, I think. So we'll have some diamonds and then we'll have some gingham. Let's do that. Right, so the first thing you need to do is you need to cut out your wrap. So we have our 2 pieces of long strips. You're going to need to cut 2 lots from here and 2 lots from here. In fact, maybe 4 lots from here. I just need to work out how many bits I need to do my wraps in. So it comes with, thankfully, 2 of these already, so you don't have to run it through twice. You can just run that through once, okay, as long as you get it on your cut and emboss correctly. And then this is for the, yeah, we're going to need 2 of those and 2 of those. Yeah, 4 of those, that's right. It's been a while. Right, so let's get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss out, or as I like to call her, the Duchess. You can tell I've been using it a lot recently. There's lots of, yeah, it's a little bit scored. Well used, shall we say. I've been enjoying it. It's great. I've bought myself a couple of new plates already because I feel like I've been designing for my retreat. So hey ho, it's always busy when you do that. So there we go. So now you can run both of those through together, and that's just a time-saving thing, really. We always like to do a bit of time-saving. Make sure your plates are straight. Run those through. And somebody said to me, oh, it makes a dreadful sound, it sounds awful, and the plates kind of kink up at the edge. And they do, that's just normal for running anything through any kind of cut and embossing machine. So there's your first one. And there's your second one. And then these are your gluing tabs. So you're going to glue there, wrap round and glue the other side. We'll do that in a moment. Next thing we need to do is chop out our red pieces, and you can see that these are different. Yeah, so one's slightly longer than the other for a start. Okay, and the it bends the other way. Do you see that? So one's your top and one's your bottom. So you don't just cut 4 of this. You need 2 of these and 2 of these. That's my tip of the day. Okay, let's run this through. Right, so now we've got 2 of those. They're so pretty. You could use these on cards or anything. You don't have to use them on the cups. I'll be showing you that in another session. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It depends on how I get these done. There we go. But yes, I'm using Heartwarming Hugs quite a lot actually. It's going to be my Simply Stylish card class this month too. Because I just think it's so versatile. I can use it for anything. And it's fun and cute. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Alrighty, so that's those. Take those out of the way, pop those back. Now these are the dies that are in here. So you can see there are, for these other dies you actually get 2 of each. So if I wanted to, I could do a whole band, like I could cut out. So this is what I did before. So see on here, I've actually cut out the top layer. So we're going to do that again. Did I just do that the wrong way round? I did. I just copied that exactly. Oh well. I was going to do it the other way round, wasn't I? Never mind. Silly me. Just copied myself exactly. Right, okay. So on here, now that we've got this done, now we can pop on these dies. Right, so let's pop that one there and that one there. Okay, so this will make it look different. There we go. So, actually I'm going to bring it closer to me. It's much easier, Pip, stop doing that. So, I'm just going to move that out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to pop this on here, making sure it's sort of lined up equidistant top and bottom. Whoops, she says, and then moves it promptly. Stick. I think I might need a bit of more washi tape. There we go. And then this one at the bottom, doing the same sort of thing. Stick. It's a bit small, but we'll give it a go. Stick. Okay. That's that one. And then this one. Same deal. And the fact is they're curved, so you know they should go through the machine quite easily. You don't need to worry about them clunking or whatever because you're going through at a nice angle anyway. So that's good. If they were straight, then I'd just say put them a little bit of an angle. So, you know, I think, yes, okay, you might think, oh, this is taking her a while, but it's because I changed my mind halfway through. But actually, having the 4 of them makes that so much easier because you can just run it through all at once and make sure it gets even spread. Pop that through. That lifts straight out. See, look, I think they're like little coffee beans. They're very cute. I mean, obviously they're probably not coffee beans, but they're kind of they kind of look like coffee beans a little bit. Okay, now we're going to get on with some stamping, and then we will have to do some more die cutting because these are the kind of things that you need to stamp and then die cut. So I've got some for my little bits, a piece for my larger pieces that I'm going to die cut out. This is just like half a sheet of cardstock. We're going to use the May Your Days Be Merry and Bright from this stamp set. to go on the top here. Just want to do something a little different there. So this will be a little bit of a change in that we'll have a different sentiment on the front. So we'll stamp this in real red on our larger piece for our sentiment on the top. Okay, lovely. Really nice. And then we're going to do the ones at the side as well. So warm hugs, this one is Merry Christmas, or I might just go for you, so it's a little bit different again. So for you and warm hugs. Let's do the warm hugs because we've got Merry up the top there. So we'll do these ones also in real red. Now these are photopolymer stamps, so I do recommend you pop the little pierce mat underneath, just because it helps you, you know, with the missing foam basically. Just make sure that you get a nice, crisp, even stamp. Look at that, see? Lovely. Okay, and then I'm going to pop 2 little mugs, I think. 2 green mugs with a red. Actually, I might do a star. Maybe we do a star, because we haven't done a star yet on the other one, have I? Done mugs, trees. Yeah. Oh, actually, we could do candy cane and star. There we go. Excellent. So, now, where are we? I need smaller, need my little dinky ones for these. Okay. This is all going to be quite red though, that's the only, I might make a green star. And can we do green candy cane? Probably not. Probably can't do green candy cane, so we'll do a green star. There we go. And we'll do some red candy cane. Okay, so I'm going to run that through. Then we'll just do the other one to finish off. Whoops. And then we'll finally cut the designer series paper pieces. Okay, let's finish to stick itself. Get rid of these. Okay, see, that's just cut that out. Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. Lovely. And then this cuts, oh, this one out, leaves a hole in the middle, leaves a little piece in the middle. And that, I like that because it's like a ship's ring, isn't it? You know, you could do that as a ship's, what's the word I'm looking for? Life belt, or whatever it's called. I don't know what they're called. Are they called life belts? I don't know. Anyway, to put this, somebody will tell me. So to put this one on, you just need to make sure that when you're putting this life ring over the stamp, that it's nice and even on all 4 sides of a circle. So you've got all your edges nice, and that your middle edges are also nice. That'll also tell you if you're in the right place. Okay. Then we pop that down. I'll stick that in there. I'll whiz that through the other way. There we go. Plates are straight, lovely. Through it comes. Always make sure your plates are straight, otherwise you can gouge the edges out of stuff, which is never good. So you don't want to do that. Okay, and the reason why it sticks so much to the plate is because it's got all these cutting surfaces, and obviously that's using pressure. There we go. So that's that one. So now we've got our 2 life rings, our little pieces, and our top piece. Oh no, and we just need to cut out, before I put that away, nearly, we just need to cut out 2 of these. And I think I'm gonna do these the same, because I think so. I like the light green of this, which will add a different colour tone into the whole design. Plus you need to have a way of working out which cup is whose, right? Because when you're taking them out and about, you don't actually want to be using somebody else's mug, especially these days. So even if they're your partner. But and the good thing is that these cups they are food and drink safe, so you can actually make a cup of tea in them. So that's something that you could think about. You know, you could include a little carton of milk, some sachets, all that kind of stuff, and really go to town with this. But I think these would make fantastic little neighbours' gifts. You know, great for giving presents to people at Christmas, to your neighbours. Just a little token, aren't they, really, just to say hello. So for you, that's cute. Hugs to you all season long. That's cute. That's going to be nice on there for the front. And you see how these are going to start to build up now. Like so, and then these will come on the top there. Yeah, that's pretty. Pretty. And that will come on top there. So that's how those are going to build, like that. Okay. This is your top. Now let's do the sides, because these are important to get these right. So you need to marry up your tops and your bottoms. Okay, so that's your top. And that's your bottom, and you can tell pretty much because it's the length, you know, with the length it should be fairly obvious which is which. Okay, so that's going to go along there. Make sure that you've got the right side to the right side, so don't be putting your posh side on the inside of your label, inside of your cup holder. It needs to be outside to outside. Then we'll use some multi-purpose glue, and I'm putting a little tiny strip along here. Oops, just a little tiny bit, doesn't need to be much, just enough on the outside, and then another one on the inside, close to the design. Okay, because this isn't a massively big strip. And then we'll pop that on. And you can decide how far up or down you want it to go, but you do want to make sure that it covers the whole of those dots, like so. Okay, and then do exactly the same on the bottom. Just a thin line. You could use the fine tip glue pen if you find that easier. I wouldn't use double-sided tape because you'll get sticky bits showing through the holes, and that's not fun. You don't want to have that going through there. Okay, so then make sure that that's again even on both sides, like so, and that's one side of your band done. And then again, a quick, don't take long to put these together. Okay. Okay. Like so. And try and make sure that they look the same as the one that you're going to connect with. So this one needs to come down a bit. This one's a bit deeper on the other one. So just ease that over a bit more, because that's about, yep, and that's about, yeah. So just make sure that they're the same top and bottom in terms of how much you've got left showing. It doesn't matter if there's a bit of glue on the inside, because actually you want to stick these to your cup. Possibly, it's up to you, you don't have to, but you can do. Just make sure you've got all the bits out. I thought I saw one that was still in. No, all gone, that's good. Ah, it's attached itself to my glue. There we go, I thought I saw one that was in. Make sure you've got all the bits out of the holes. And then I'll put this one. This one I think is a little bit further down on that one. Yeah. See how this one lines up. That's pretty good. Yeah, not bad. Go down a smidge. This side, yes, pretty good. Okay, so now you're going to attach this tab to the inside of this. So glue here to the inside of here. Okay, now at this point you want them to be sort of just not overlapping but like attaching, but at the same angle. There we go. And then once that's on, you're going to start curving, and you've got to curve it so that it will sit on your coffee cup. Otherwise you'll never be able to get the other bit attached. So just keep curving it round, okay, and keep curving it round until there we go. You can put those two together without any issues. Now if your red bit like here is just sticking over a little bit, I don't think I got mine lined up properly, just chop it off like so. It will make no difference once it's stuck together, nobody will notice. Okay, and then you need to glue that to that, and you'll have to hold it at that point because it's a curve, so it will want to pop out and it will want to pop open. Your job is to hold it closed, and to hold it closed at the right point so that it's joined. Oops. Preferably without getting glue everywhere. There we go. Oops. There. That's where it needs to be. So we'll just hold this for a moment, think about the weather, see how we're doing. Come back here, make sure that this one's also okay being curved. Curve that a little bit more curvy there. There we go. So that's all looking very nice. And then we get one of our cups and we slide it in, and it fits nicely around our cup. And it is slightly different from the other one because A, it hasn't got a back to it, so there's no colour behind, but also it's got a different dotty pattern on the front. I am going to put the green ribbon around it though, because that green ribbon is lush. This is the point where you might think, actually I'm going to glue that a little bit. You just have to be really careful when you put it on to glue, because you don't want to get glue at the bottom. So if you're going to glue it to the inside of your cup, then I recommend you put a little bit just on these top pieces here, okay, around by the where the joins are is good. Okay, find one of your edges and then hold it completely away from the cup until you get to the point where it's going to attach, and then you can stick. Okay, get it right far down, as far as it's going to go, and stick. And then you've got one join on the join and one that's on the other side, and that's going to be covered by our little thing, so that's fine. Okay, so that's how you actually glue it without getting glue all over the bottom of your cup. So you just have to hold it a little bit. Okay, so now we can put the ribbon on. So here's the ribbon. Lovely, that way. Okay, and you're going to want to attach that at the back. It's going to sit behind one of your pieces, so you don't have to worry about that join, but I would use tear and tape. So, piece of tear and tape, centre of where you want your ribbon to go. Also helps to add a little bit over that join, which, you know, all strength to a join is always helpful. Take your top off, not literally. Wrap your ribbon, wrap it round, remembering that ribbon is straight and the cup is not, so don't panic about that. You'll work out roughly where it needs to be, and then you'll stick it anyway with your covering. Chop it off. There we go. This is why you put something on the front and the back to attach that. Okay, so now you've got your ribbon on. Nice. Now we're going to put these little things together. So I'm going to glue the paper. If I can find, what have I done with my glue? Where's my glue gone? Oh, it's gone over there. See, it's a crafter's thing, isn't it? Oh, I might turn that over. No, I'm not going to turn that over. I'm going to. It is nice on that side though, isn't it? It's pretty on all sides. Make sure you've got your front. Yep, there we go. So this just connects at these 8 corners. Just connects with the stitching on the outside. Now for these, you use your little mini dimensionals. These little tiny ones. And they fit perfectly, of course, because they've been designed to fit perfectly. All the way around your little rubber ring. It's not a rubber ring, but you know what I mean. Like so. This hasn't got to go through the post, so you don't have to use probably as many as I would if I was making a card, for example, because it doesn't have to go through the post, so that's okay. No soggy, but we don't like soggy, you know, we don't want to pick it up and make it too squishy. So hugs to you all season long. Make sure you're kind of central. And then pop that down. Lovely. And then you can put these, again, you can just fit a mini one just in the centre there. And pop that one in the centre there. So cute. So cute. Right. Next up, same thing. And, you know, yes, I've made these really complicated because I've added layers and I've done this, that and the other. You don't have to make them this complicated. You could make them just with a belly band round it, tie it in a bow, job done. So, you know, it doesn't have to take as long as it's taken me to do this video. And it always takes longer doing a video because I'm explaining every step. So, you know, don't think that it's going to take me over half an hour to make one of these cups. It might do. Or you might be sent, I don't know why I'm doing quite so many, but I got carried away. Or you might be able to do, you know, you'd probably do all the stamping, all the cutting for as many cups as you wanted all in one go, get that all done, sort of batch produce them. You know, I think if you batched them up, it would be quicker. And you're not explaining it to somebody else as well. So I always think that the simplest of cards can take half an hour on my videos, and it's not because it takes half an hour, it just takes half an hour for me to talk it through with you. Okay, so I think that's a bit more sort of central there-ish, like so. Yes, perfect. And then we'll definitely put a little doobry on the star. There we go. Pop him in the middle. Nice. There we go. So then all that's left to be done is to put your top on. Again, it's not going on a card pip, so it doesn't need to have so many, despite the fact that I'm now putting on so many. It doesn't need so many, stop it. So it's because they're little. Oh, we need a bit over there, a bit over there. Oh dear. Alright, get off. There we go. So, may your days be merry and bright. Hopefully. Do you like that? Right, so now we get one of our lids. And it's up to you. Obviously there's a caution on there, contents may be hot, because it might be a cup of tea inside. But if you're not putting a cup of tea inside, you could just, you know, cover that up completely, which is exactly what I'm going to do. You might also want to do it upside down, so they're not looking at that as they're drinking, but I kind of, I don't know. I did it one way, so I'm going to do it the other way for this time. And I'm going to use my dimensionals, just a few, literally, in the centre. Okay, because it doesn't need to be stuck all the way around the edges. And it's of differing heights, if you can see that. It slopes a little bit. So pop it on. That does actually sit in there like a normal cup if somebody was drinking out of it. So you might want to think about that if you're, but I'm assuming that no one's going to actually drink out of this one. So I'm going to put it a little bit over there. like so. There we go. So that's now on. So the last bit to do is to just add a small piece of ribbon in a bow, because I do like these bows, and to stick these on. Now to stick these on, you can't just do it flat because there's not really much for it to hang on to, so it does need to have dimensionals or foam strips or something. Okay, and they're going to be slightly off. So I'm going to get my foam strips, because these work really well in the sense that you pop them on here, just chop them down to size. If I've lost my glue scissors, there we go. So we're going to need about that much, 2 of them and a spare, and we're going to put them just here. So we're sort of trying to make a solid flat surface here. It's not flat because the cup's not flat, but we're going to go for it anyway. And then we're going to attach, which is the back, this is the back. So we're going to try and attach onto a non-flat surface a flat item. Okay, but those strips help to give it that support. Okay, and then on this side do the same. So we'll use that piece that flew off there, and then we'll do, just chop another piece off. I do like these strips because they're just good for odd sized projects, if you see what I mean. Obviously they're great for shaker cards, which is what they're designed for, but if you're doing something like this, they're really good for giving you a nice surface to work with. There we go. There we go. That'll do. Right, so then the last thing we're going to do is pop our lid on, like so. Come on, just same as it is on all cups. It's always sometimes a bit of a struggle to get your lid on. Make sure it's down and safe. And then we're going to tie a bow. Now, I'm going to cheat and put a little glue dot in there because that's the easiest way of holding it still while I tie a bow on something that's round, plastic and moves. So don't be afraid to cheat. Okay, cheating is perfectly acceptable when you are when you need to. Okay, so yeah, it'd be great if I could just tie a bow and stick it on and whatever, but you know, adding a little glue dot really helps. Obviously it means you can't take the bow off. Well, you could, but then they'd have a glue dot by their chin. But sometimes you have to make sacrifices. So now we're going to tie that in a knot. Careful, there we go. Carefully over the glue dot to hold it in place. There we go. All right, so it's down. It's on. Yep, nice. Okay. Then we're going to do a little bow. Like so. There we are. Oops. Now, pull that through, make it pretty. There we go. And then we're going to chop the end off and just start to splay this out a little bit so it's got a bit more texture and bounce to it. See? I mean, it's nice as a ribbon, but it's lovely as a sort of a braid, more of a braid trim, like so, and like so. Just ease the edges out, like that. And it just, I don't know, it just lightens the whole thing. See? Just makes it look a bit more airy-fairy, if that's a word. Just light. So now we have our two, and I will put some more foam on that once I've finished the video because it does need a little bit more stability, but you don't need to watch me sticking foam on. So now we've got our two. Obviously foam strips are taller, so this one I just used dimensionals, chopped them up, wrapped them round and held them in place. This one I've shown you the foam strips, which makes them a little bit taller. I hope they're going to still fit in the cup holder. They should do. Fingers crossed. Yay, just about. There we go. So that fits in there. That fits in there. And now we've got, and they've got tag as well. I like you a latte. Eat, drink and be cosy on this side. May your days be merry on that side. And there we have it. 2 fab little cup holders, treat holders, which you could, you know, pop anything in as treats for your neighbours or anybody like that. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed that. I'll put all the measurements, as I say, up on over on my blog. So if you just click the little downward arrow to see more on my, if you're watching this in YouTube, you'll be able to go and visit my blog, and I'll have all the dimensions for cutting these pieces out to actually decorate the holder. And I'll have pictures and everything of these as well, so you can see that on there too. So thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Come back and see me again. This is Pip Todman here for QueenPipCards.com, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the UK, and you can pop over to my shop and purchase any of the items that you've seen here today. So thanks ever so much. You take care now. See you next time. Cheers. Bye.